Well, hello there, and thank you for joining me for the next 5 minutes or so. This is our Take 5 segment where we take 5 minutes out of your day, usually on a Friday, give you a bit of a preview of what we're going to be looking at on the Sunday coming up. And so the Sunday that I'm referring to is the 18th of December. A week from the 18th, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be the 25th of December. It's going to be Christmas. And so I just want to give a shout out that on the 24th, Christmas Eve, we're going to be having our Christmas Eve service at Faith Church. That will be at 7 o'clock. If you've been to our Christmas Eve service before, we have a wonderful time of singing together, a brief devotional, lighting some candles, and just really kind of kicks off the entire celebration of Christmas Eve and then Christmas. Now, strongly encourage you to take advantage of Christmas this year being on a Sunday. We only get to do this once every 7 years, and what a better way, right, to celebrate the entrance of Jesus into the world than to be at his house, right? We're going to have some special things for children over in the studio. We're going to have a birthday party for Jesus. If you have small children, you are invited to attend with them. You can also just attend the regular service as well. We will be doing what we normally do, but you are definitely invited to go spend some time with your kids over there in the studio. The kids I'm referring to are really anyone who is pre-K up to about 4th grade. So we encourage you to do that. Well, we have been walking through, as we have for the last 10 years, either I touch on it or I allude to it, sometimes different years more than others, but we walk through the Advent calendar, right? The Advent Sundays. So the Sundays leading up to Christmas are called the Advent Sundays, and there's a focus on joy. And we've certainly been doing that in our teaching series on the letter to the Philippian church. 16 times in this letter, the Apostle Paul has the word joy is there, either or a form of it, rejoice. So we've been walking through what it means to have joy. Another one of the Advent Sundays is love. Paul talks about the love that he desires to increase in the Philippian church. And so we talked about that as well. We've talked about hope, right? There's this hope that we have, and we've been talking about the Apostle Paul, the hope that he has in the future, even though he says, I can't predict the future. I have the hope, right, of the future for me to live as Christ or to die as gain. Well, we're going to be talking about the aspect of peace. And we're going to be diving into a few passages of scripture, a few verses, I should say, in the book of Philippians, where Paul talks about a proper view of heaven. Now, you've probably heard before that we as Christians, we should have a heavenly mindset. In fact, in Colossians chapter 3, another incredible letter that was written by the Apostle Paul, the Apostle Paul says, set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. Now, what in the world does that mean? Well, we're going to be discovering that on Sunday. But essentially what Paul is saying is sometimes we can have an improper understanding of what it means to have a heavenly mindset. Having a heavenly mindset or thinking heavenly is not having our heads in the clouds. It is not something that we kind of get to in our life where we realize maybe our best years are behind us. And so really the only thing that we have to look forward to is heaven. And so we sort of give up in life. And so we just think about heaven all the time. That is not what a heavenly mindset is. In fact, Jesus gives us a hint of what this is in his prayer that he taught his disciples, where he said, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. See, Jesus understood something, and obviously the Apostle Paul, who had the heart of Christ, he understood this as well. A person with a heavenly mindset is extremely productive on the earthly plane. The more correct understanding and mindset that you have of heaven, the more productive that you will be for the heavenly kingdom while you remain here on earth. If you are here on this earth, and if you are a follower of Jesus, you are here for a purpose and a reason. And until that day comes where you take your final breath, you ought to be productive for the kingdom. And a proper heavenly mindset will encourage this. We hope you join us in person. If not, you can find our teaching on YouTube. God bless and have a great remainder of your day.